Hello everyone. Today I would like to share with regard to my interaction with my fellow Indian students. As we all know that due to the population bulge in India, which is 1.3 billion population of India, they have majority everywhere, including their presence in the UK as well as in the MBA cohort and at the University of Strathclyde. So they're in majority, but my interaction with them has always been amazing, meaningful, interactive, lovely, open. For instance, in my MBA cohort, we are 24 students. Out of these 24, somewhere around 16 to 17 are from India. And also we have classes together with MBA cohort of September intake. So there are 40 students in September intake. So out of these 40 students, somewhere around 30 students must be from India. So they are in majority. But interestingly, it has always been amazing to have interacted with these fellow students over here in the UK. First of all, I think that was an opportunity here in the UK to interact with the Indian people, to know more about them, even though we share the same cultural, historical, linguistic roots. But due to the borders that were created during in 1947, so we do have some differences and some similarities, but was an opportunity to know more about them. So therefore, I have been always enjoying my interactions with them. They are very helpful and they're very open-minded. We discuss politics, we discuss different sorts of things, and we are very open-minded. We criticize, condemn politics, and the violence that is between the two countries, and anything that is creating troubles in the bilateral relations of the two countries, as well as we appreciate something that is good between the two countries, and that is shared by the two countries. For instance, I speak with them Urdu, they speak Hindi, so that is something to be appreciated. We are very comfortable while speaking in our native languages, as that is something very nice. Moreover, even sometimes, for instance, I need any sort of help with regard to my studies assignments, my Indian colleagues are always welcoming, helpful, and I'm also, like, even sometimes going for a walk, I'm accompanied by my Indian fellows. So it has always been amazing, and I had the realization people from both sides are good, but very unfortunately it is the politics and the political interests of the two countries that has soured the relationship of the two countries and created some artificial barriers which are hurdle in the long run. And we really hope that some point in future our two countries will have better relations, so that the people could freely move. There is a free flow of trade, free flow of people. There's a peace, perpetual peace within the region that ensures stability, peace, and prosperity for the entire region. For instance, I would also like to share a number of good things. Last time I was invited for dinner by my friend Avinur Singh. He's from Punjab, India. So when he asked me and that let's have dinner together, so I asked him that I'm actually looking for halal food. So he said, okay, I'll bring for you halal food, because at Tesco there's halal food, halal chicken. But I told him, oh, no worries, I'll bring the halal chicken and then you can prepare it and then we'll have together. So I brought the halal chicken and he prepared for me an amazing food. And majority of my fellows are all the time telling me, guiding me, that in case you want to halal food, go this way, this shop, this way, where you can easily find the halal food at a reasonable cost. This shop is selling halal food. And on the very first day when I arrived here in Glasgow, second or third day probably, my fellow Ankit invited me that let's catch up, and we are at Pasha's shawarma. So when I went there, they ordered for me halal shawarma. Uh, so and yes, and Shirijan is also a good friend of mine. So he is when he's calling me, he always says Salam alaikum bhaijan, Khuda Hafiz. so uh, that's something amazing. These are very good guys. So it has always been positive interaction, or even every my Indian fellow is telling me uh, that you can buy halal food from this place, that place, and you eat something, this thing, this is halal, this is not, this is take this food, take this sandwich, this is vegetarian. So they have been positive. There has always been a positive encouraging interaction that I really enjoyed. My other friends, Aman and Pranav, they are equally mm, preparing for me, and Aman prepared for me a number of times vegetarian food. They're very welcoming. Even last time when I went to Raj, so he ordered for food, but he didn't offer me. Later on, he told me, and he brought also some other stuff, and he told me that I didn't offer you because you are sometimes because you are looking for halal food. So I was not sure whether that was suitable for you or not. So similarly, everyone is all the time welcoming. They're very particular about halal, including my department is very particular in that way. Well, the point that we discussed, I really wish that the way we are open-minded, we can coexist here in the third country, in neutral country like that of the UK or many other countries. The people of the two countries uh, share the same bonds, same cultural, linguistic heritage, and they enjoy that frankness, open-mindedness. We really hope that these relations are strengthened the way they have improved, are been strengthened over here in these developed countries, and the people of the two countries of India and Pakistan could live with similar spirit, and they can coexist together despite these differences. So that is the only way, and that is a reality, that we can coexist together as peaceful neighbors. And for that purpose, I think the way we we are mingling together, and we have realized that this people to people contact improves the bilateral relationship as well. Similarly, there should be, I think, increased people to people contact, so that it is going to positively contribute to the bilateral relationship of the two countries. And I can really hope that in future relations are improving between the two countries, so that the vested interests like the terrorist elements are not benefiting or exploiting the situation to their favor.